It's raining! It's raining! I didn't know it was supposed to rain this morning. Wow! I better get my rain socks on. Rain socks. Don't want to get wet feet. I'm just getting ready to head down the shop, and guess who just pulled in? Roman just pulled in. Roman always gets shy when he sees the camera. He gets camera shy.
Good morning.
Morning, Roman. All right, I'm looking for a little shelf, just a little shelf. Roman's working on a little project and needs a kind of a little board, a little something halfway decent. And I know not too long ago we threw some wood away that was pretty decent. That was little odd pieces that were no good for us, but now it sounds like it's something that Roman could use. All right, I got a question for you guys. What is it that I can film to make the videos exciting, more fun to watch? Is there things you guys would like to see? You know, you guys are here to watch, and I want to provide what you guys want to watch. No, really, honestly, guys, put down in the comments if there's different things you'd like to see, learn about, or whatever. I'm your man. I want to do it. Dogs next door are fighting each other, whatever. Well, we don't have any that kind of fighting going on around here, but just try to think of some stuff. But anyhow, we got the big sprayer running in here right now. Look at them tires. Wow, them things are nice. Whoa, what's squealing? I got a little wire off underneath the seat, and I can't hardly get my fingers in there, but I need to be able to push the button to make my air ride seat go up. Otherwise, right now, I'm down touching the ground. My knees are in my forehead, and it's miserable. We're gonna get this thing greased back up. We're gonna get her field ready again. It's raining out. Might as well be working on it, grease it. Really thinking, Daddy Cornstar, be careful climbing that ladder. Be careful. Be careful, be careful. Be careful, Daddy Cornstar, be careful. And that's true, you do have to be careful. Whenever you're around this farm equipment, the size of it, the height of it, what the heck is that? We could probably take that off. That's one of the foamers. We haven't used foamers in, I don't remember when the last time was. I'm going to tell you a funny story here in a second. This tank here, you could fill it up with foamy water, big old foam. So when you're out in the field, this boom would be spread out. So this would be the end of your boom. On the left and right side, there's one on the other side too. This big thing here, as you're going through the field, it'd go plop, plop, plop. So when you turned around your sprayer, you'd line back up with that foam going across the field. And they'd probably do it every 10 seconds, 15 seconds, probably wherever you want to set it on speed. But one time there was a guy, when he parked his sprayer at night, he must have bumped his switch or something for the foamer, had his door open on the sprayer, and when he left, he might have had his set for every 60 seconds, who knows what, but, and it piled up, and it was going in his cab, so the next morning when he come out, his cab had all kinds of foamy bubbles in it. I suppose it just sat there and, but what I'm gonna do, I need to get underneath this seat. There's a little wire, and I mean it's a pain in the hole to ha, but it's down under here, so somehow I got to get underneath, because I don't think there's a plate or nothing we can get into. So I'm going to get under there, see if I can find that little wire and try to get it to work. I'm hoping I can reach in my fingers, because there's not much of a gap here, maybe an inch, 2 inches, but I'm hoping I can get my fingers in there, take the wire, touch the hot. We'll push a button and hopefully raise the seat up, then we'll have lots of room. We'll see if we can get it to touch. Whoa! Now if I can hold it there long enough, the seat should start rising, hopefully. Come on, little seat. Oh, that's gonna give us a lot of room, lots of room. See if we can give her a little pinch, she'll be good. Oh boy, come on. Oh, I think we got her, guys. I think we got her. You guys do a lot of tire changing and stuff? Sprayer jack. Makes it nice and solid, strong. It's all battery operated. But this makes things safe, solid, strong. Dave is retired from tiling, running the big tiling machine you see. And right now with the rain, you can just tell Dave's like, I wish I was out there in the mud.
Not so much.
That thing will do some huge tires too. But check him out, the tire grabber. the big fat tires off, putting the little skinny ones on, because once the crop comes up, we need to be able to run down the roads without running over corn, beans. Here at the cemetery, when we're done digging a grave, we always cover everything up with plywood, and then when the vault man comes, he can put the plywood wherever he needs it. But then when he's done putting everything in the ground, the vault casket, then he covers up with plywood, so then nobody can fall in the hole. And then when we come back to cover the hole, we'll move the plywood out of the way. I was really glad to see the vault man today put the plywood crossway. We have some that will put it right the same way as the grave is dug. There isn't much leeway, and if you step on it and it would flip in, you're going to go for a ride. So I really appreciate the way the guy did it this way. Then everything's safe. Lately, there's been a lot of moisture in the ground yet, so we've been kind of watching. The ground hasn't really settled yet from the winter, and there's easier chance for cave off. So what I mean is dirt caves off from the side, down low on the side, boom, back in the hole. This grave here is right underneath a big tree. There was a lot of roots here, so when we were digging the other day, I did not film this one. There was a lot of people running around, people mowing, some people setting stones. There was a few people walking around. I did not want to make anybody feel uncomfortable, but there was a lot of roots in this one. We got through them all. We always worry if there's bigger roots, ripping them, will the vault man have trouble setting up. The reason I'm driving over it, the reason I'm trying to push it back to the natural state as quick as we can. This dirt's a little bit wetter, so it might take a little longer to get on the sides of the vault. There's always just a couple inches on each side, maybe 5 inches on front and back. So to get that dirt down in there quicker, you can get it in the grooves back down. But we're gonna go, we had a little dirt over here, we're gonna go clear to the other end of the cemetery and get some fresh dirt, bring it back here. We'll get this thing finished up. I just want it to look really nice, and then we'll also seed it yet today. Last night I was reading the comments, and like I said, sometimes we learn things on the comments we don't even think about. But somebody said, hey, Cole has that, I can't think of what you want to call it now, but it's a packer. It vibrates. That would be something to bring up to the cemetery, run across these graves to try to help pack them down. So I thought that was a really smart comment. And I might have to look into that. I'm going to put grass seed on this one tonight too. See this little container here? Not too long ago, I can actually carry grass seed in this one, but not too long ago, we had a family that put some cremation ashes in a container like this. It was probably half the size. It was kind of small. They said they were trying to save money, trying to spend money that they didn't have. So they were looking at ways to cut corners. And I call it very smart. They said some people told them they could not do that. And it was in one of our cemeteries, and I told them absolutely they could do that. You don't have to go out and spend $800 on a fancy urn or anything when it's $5 or whatever. They put some pictures and things they wanted in with a loved one, sealed it up, we put it in the ground. Their memory's up here, not what they spent down there. We've had some people, one lady, they put her ashes in her favorite purse. So most of the cemeteries that we dig at, you don't need an urn vault. You can put just the ashes in the ground if you want. My dad would always come out, you know, grass seed costs money. He would always just sprinkle just a little bit on. And I'm like, Dad, that ain't very much. And he goes, oh, it'll grow. But when he wasn't around, I'd always run back, sprinkle a whole bunch more around. I figured quicker we can get it looking nice and green and stuff, that's what we're out for. So I'm actually going to put the flowers by the headstone, so if we get a nice rain, the whole grave will get a nice drink to get things growing. You know, we want people to come by later and, you know, they're thinking about the loved one they lost. They're not wanting to look at a big mess. It's my job, our pride, to try to make things look as nice as the conditions are and go beyond. And then if the conditions don't let us do what we want to do, come back when things dry out, get it looking nice. I'm going to show you one stone that I always thought was kind of a neat stone. Not going to show you the names on it for respect, but there is an old stone here. You see all this money around here? This is a whole bunch of money. Sometimes it even floats away. This stone here, it is old, but way back when, 1893, a young lady, 20 years old, was murdered. And the neat thing is, on the stone, they kind of tell the details too, and they'll actually say on there the date, murdered. But anyhow, the story has it, how I take it, out in the area, people could hear the screaming, the yelling, but nobody could find out in the country, kind of like, where's it coming from? You'd hear the screams, you'd look one way and think it's that way, and then you'd hear the screamings again, and it was coming from a different direction. For many, many years, they claimed they never found the person that did it. There was suspicions, but it used to be, the old saying was, the date when she was murdered, they thought the person that did it put money on the stone. But now over time, I think people come out, it's kind of a well-known stone, people just come out and put money on it. Everybody just leaves it there. I don't know if the cemetery every so many times a year cleans it up, but I'll never take the money, it's not mine, and I don't want any haunted spirits coming after me or something. And like I said, it's not my money, not touching it. But so it's kind of neat, some of these old cemeteries, some of the different stories we hear, like one cemetery, and I'll save that story for when I'm at that cemetery, kind of not tell a whole bunch of stories about different cemeteries we dig at when we're at the cemetery that's not that one we're telling about. Well guys, let's get loaded up, and feels like rain could be hitting me in the head here pretty soon. It's getting bluer. I actually feel a couple raindrops now, so I better stop boogieing my little buns along and stop talking. Let's get her done, guys. Let's get things put away. I have people ask me sometimes, Daddy Cornstar, do you get scared at the cemeteries? I do not, but I've been coming out to these since I was a little bitty boy, probably in diapers. My uncle Orland was a gravedigger for years and years and years, 44 years or something like that. And you know, this stuff's been in the family, doing it for probably 68 years or so now. So I always figured we're out here taking care of loved ones. If there is any spirits or anything like that, I would think they know that we're out here doing our job, getting other loved ones out here. So I do never worry about that. And I think even if I seen shadows and stuff, it would not bother me. Like I said, it's a cemetery. We're doing our job. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing out here. So, but I've had people come out that helped me a few times that were very scared. So I didn't make fun of them. It's okay. You guys are probably thinking, Daddy Cornstar, what are you doing? What are you doing now? As you look outside here, there's absolutely no wind, which feels really strange, but it's very calm. Right now we're done spraying beans, so there's chemicals on there. I want to kind of get them washed off since it's so calm. I'm not drifting over here to Mama Cornstar's little sweet little flowers around the tree and stuff. So for respect there, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this so we don't drift over there. Just gonna give it a quick little bath tonight with soap, and then tomorrow or something, hopefully, it probably won't be tomorrow, maybe it will be, maybe it won't. We got to get it over, put a couple 100 gallons of water in it, flush the booms and everything, and then we can clean out the tank and be ready for probably spraying corn next, which probably won't be very long. We'll be out spraying. Get our foam soaked up. Such a beautiful night, such a beautiful night. I don't know if you guys can see out here or not. Oh, it's just a beautiful night, and I'm getting raindrops on my head. But still a beautiful night. Take a look out there. Springtime, you can smell the spare in the spring in the air. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I think, let's call her a night, guys. So this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And I thank you guys for tagging along with my everyday journeys and the bumps that we go through out here on the farm. And you know, it's kind of your, I wonder if it's supper. Could be my supper order.